So I've been traveling full-time for 2 years, 9 months in a Sprinter van, 6 months overseas, 2 months in my dad's basement, and then I car camped in a Suburban for about 5 months, and I've been in my lovely she shed for a little over 4 months. I've traveled all over, but recently Utah has been my home base. I love it here, I love the weather, it's warm year-round here in St. George, and a few weeks back I went to California to see the super blooms. I drove several hours to see the wildflowers, and then this happened. Are you serious? It's closed on Monday and Tuesday. I just spent $100 of California gas for nothing. It was around that time when I was very over the Coachella traffic that was California, so I drove back up to St. George. In the meantime, I kept getting pictures of Antelope Valley, how beautiful it is. There's super bloom happening. It's full of orange, dreamy flowers. And so I decided to drive back down to California to see the super bloom. The bloom was a little more mediocre than it was super. It looks really pretty from down on this angle, but really you're just on the side of the road by some trash.
Is this the Hampton Inn and Suites? Wonder what they have for the continental breakfast in the morning.
But I still wanted to do an adventure. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to the mountains or to the ocean, so I asked Instagram where I should go for the day, and you guys chose the ocean. So here we are in Los Angeles, and I need to find parking for the night. But first, let's try to find some street parking for Toad. Welcome to the city where you're going to be in the street no matter what you do. I'm as close as I can get to the curb on that side, and I'm still in the street on this side. Good fun, good fun. Hip hip, cheerio. This is why I had a Prius C when I lived in Los Angeles.
So I not only have to pay for one, but I have to pay for 2 parking meters, taking up 2 spaces. This is new.
I got a new crop top order, so I'm going to Michael's to see if they have the right color yarn I'm looking for. Now I'm still getting used to pulling a trailer. It was not the most fun thing to do in Los Angeles, and I haven't been in any major cities pulling a trailer, so parking was a bit of a situation. Yeah, just highly do not recommend the trailer life in the city. We've got 1 hour to find some yarn. Ah, nice peaceful morning. In smaller cities, when you go grab food or go to the grocery store, you can just find a pull-through spot. But in the city, it's mostly street parking or parking garages.
I forget how to get up there. I know you have to go upstairs somewhere. Yeah, I usually park in that parking garage. I don't think that's happening with Toad. Excuse me.
I despise city living. Do not miss it at all. To spare. So not only is parking a challenge, but when I'm in a city, I'm much more aware of my surroundings. So I have to go to extra lengths to make sure I'm looking stealthy. Since I'm stealth camping in the city, I make sure I covered all my windows so no one can see what's in the back seat. And I also put this cover up so you can't really see in the front. It just looks like I'm trying to block the sun, but really I'm just to disguise my back seat. There's not an electric keyboard back here. I don't know what you're talking about. $1,000 of winter clothes? Nope, there's definitely not that back there. Yeah, see, people have to drive like way in the center to get around Toad's juicy hips. I kind of like that I just kind of blend in. I look like any other work truck pulling a trailer, so that's kind of great for stealth camping. I don't think anyone looks at this rig and thinks, there must be a single female with lots of expensive equipment in there. No, I look like I do your landscaping, and that's the look we're going for while stealth camping in the city. So I know of a parking lot where there is a Trader Joe's and a coffee shop. I think they have pull-through spaces, so wish me luck. LA is a little foggy today or something. While I was in LA, I felt like I spent 90% of my time just trying to find parking, and then 10% of my time was actually doing fun activities. I was planning on hiking the Hollywood sign, but am I even going to be able to see it? I don't know. It's a 45-minute drive to go 14 miles. I could edit so many videos in that time. This is van life. You don't just get to start your workday. You have to do a full-on escape room first. So I just decided to spend a couple hours working, relaxed for a little bit, did some crochet. Oh, nothing. Just trying to find a place to park. There's some pretty wide open streets next to schools, so I guess I'm gonna be that creepy person parked outside of a school today. That's fun. So I drove around for a while in Los Angeles trying to find a place that felt safe. It's really tricky because there's lots of street parking, but there are also signs everywhere that are sometimes confusing. Don't let you park overnight. Or there's street sweeping, that kind of thing. So you really have to pay attention to the street signs. But I was lucky enough to live in LA for 7 years, so I have a lot of friends there and I'm able to park outside of their house, which makes me feel a little more safe. And it's lovely because my friends Joanne and Wick let me use their restroom, and it just made for a really comfortable sleeping environment. I also noticed that their neighbor came out and asked, like, what is this rig? Do you know this person? So I probably wouldn't have been able to stay there for more than one night if I didn't know people who lived on that street. So I got to park there 2 nights, but if I didn't know anyone in the area, I'd probably park one night and then leave in the morning, just so I don't draw attention to myself or make people feel uncomfortable. Good morning, my beautiful friends. I slept on a street in Los Angeles last night, and I woke up to the sound of cars driving by, and it kind of rattles my trailer, and I know they're really close to the trailer because it's a tiny street. Let me just show you.
So basically there's just not a whole lot of room for people to pass. Yeah, I'm gonna move just because people have to like go in the center lane to pass my trailer. I'll get out of their way.
Also, I need to edit a video, and it's a little distracting having the cars drive by and rattle the van.
I put it in drive mode, packed up my garbage, and I'm gonna go find a place to park that's near a coffee shop.
So there I was, all packed up, ready to leave and head back up north, and I realized that I had left my Jackery plugged in to the cigarette lighter overnight. I forgot to unplug my Jackery last night. Good news, it's charged. Bad news, my car won't start. Oh my god. Thank goodness for my friends Wick and Joanne. They had this really cool jumper cable contraption. It's really compact. He connected it to my battery and my engine started right up. I might have to get one of these. I can't believe how quickly it worked and how compact it is.
Thank you.
Run it for a bit, hopefully it should just charge
Yeah,
itself
okay,
back
I'll
up.
keep it running.
Oh my gosh, thank goodness for friends. But anyway, so we're finally on the road.
Continue on I-10 East for 3 miles.
Stopped on the freeway again.
Take the I-5 North exit on the left.
I could have stayed a little longer in Los Angeles. I mean, the parking isn't ideal. It's kind of hard to get around, but the weather was beautiful and it would be nice to see friends. However, I have a date in Utah, so I'm gonna head back north. And if you haven't seen my dating in van life video, I'll link it at the end. But long story short, dating in van life is difficult, interesting, fun, weird, but I met someone I really, really like, and he doesn't make me feel weird when he has to pick me up at my she shed to go on a date. So excited to get back to Utah, and it was even worth being stopped on the freeway again. So I've come to Los Angeles several times in my Sprinter van, and it wasn't an issue at all, but with the trailer, it is not something I am doing ever again. No thank you. It was fun, Los Angeles. Oh no, wait, no it wasn't. Yay! Not only has it taken us an hour and 45 minutes to go 40 miles, it also has wasted a half a tank of gas. Half a tank of gas to go 41 miles. Never again, Los Angeles, never again. I'm still on the I-10. We haven't even got to the I-15 yet. We've been going about 15 miles per hour with little spurts of hope, and then they just rip the hope right from out under ya. Now there's not really traffic, but my car refuses to go over 50 miles per hour. Van life is going to make me actually mentally go insane. Yes, it is. So it's been 2 hours and I hadn't gone very far, and my hangritis was kicking in, so I navigated to the nearest Panda Express. I think we can fit in this spot. One thing I miss about my Mercedes Sprinter van is I could leave my Jackeries plugged into the cigarette lighter, and I don't know if it had a sensor in it or if when the car was off, the battery shut off, but it never once drained the battery. So just little things like that. Still getting used to, you know, like getting out of parking lots and stuff. Still getting used to that. We'll get there. I just pulled over in Victorville. I've been on the road forever and I've gotten nowhere. So I'm just like, I'm gonna go eat some Panda Express. That will make me feel better about life. I'm gonna get gas and coffee and hopefully we can get back on the road. We haven't even gone through Vegas traffic yet. Oh well, it's just a lot. It's definitely not as fun towing a trailer. I do like it when I'm parked and I have way more space inside the trailer than I did in my van, but oh, I can't wait to get out of California. The gas prices. LA and Malibu was super fun in the van. It was not fun in this thing. I'm learning, I'm growing. The more you know. Well, it typically takes me 6 to 6.5 hours to get from LA to St. George. Today it took me 9. That's one thing that's new for me towing a trailer is I'll navigate and it'll say you'll be there in 7 hours when really it's 10 hours. So just always have to allow for a little more time while towing. But we made it. Good morning, friends. It's a beautiful day in Utah. It is supposed to get over 100 degrees today, so taking advantage of this nice cool morning, just kind of hanging out, gonna edit a video. Drinking a delicious beverage, finishing up some crochet projects. I have to ship some out today, but also I'm making some ponchos. I have half of it done, so it's gonna look like this in the back as well. Super cute. If you want to custom order one of these, we can choose colors. They're $300 because they take forever to make and I use really high quality yarn. I'm not a fan of cheap yarn. I'm like kind of picky with it. So I feel like I've done nothing but drive the last 3 days. So I'm just loving, just chilling. Drove down to Antelope Valley. It's like a 7-hour drive. Drove over to Malibu the next day, which I just felt like I was in my car all day. And then took an edit day and then drove all the way back up to Utah the next day. So I've just been like in my car a lot. So I'm gonna get some work done and then we can go do something fun. And I did do something fun. I cooked dinner with a handsome dude. How good does this look? We had a lovely rosemary steak and mushroom meal, and I'll tell you more about the dating soon. Good morning, my lovely friends. Today's kind of just a chill and hang out and regroup sort of day, but I parked near the bike path today because I really want to get some exercise in. I've been driving all weekend in Los Angeles traffic, and I really need to move my body. So I'm off to the bike path. I lock up my rig. I feel so much safer in a smaller city. Los Angeles is just a lot when towing a trailer. I remember being in my Sprinter van and having a good old time in Los Angeles. I had a lot of fun, but towing a trailer in Los Angeles is not something I'm willing to do like ever again. I even left my solar panels on my roof and walked to the coffee shop and walked back, and that's something I would never do in Los Angeles. I just feel safer in a smaller city. So you need a little more brain power to stealth camp in Los Angeles. You always have to be thinking about what are the odds of my things getting stolen, of my rig getting broken into. So I just feel a lot more safe in a smaller city. I didn't really have the best trip to California. It was more stress than it was play. I notice when I deliberately do things for content, it's really not that enjoyable. So I'm just focusing on things that bring me joy. I thought that California would bring me joy, but it was a little too much for this lifestyle. Maybe if I get a Sprinter van one day, I'll go back to LA, but check, we did it. We crossed it off our list. Now off to rollerblading. Got the blades, got a beverage, and we are ready to go. About 25 minutes down, 25 minutes back. Whew, feels good. Heading to the gym for a quick shower. Just a quick heads up, I just launched the Yellowstone trip. It's happening next year, July 14th through 18th. If you want to sign up, come hang out with me. We're doing a meetup in Yellowstone. So there's a link down in the description. All the information's in the link. It shows you the itinerary, dates, pricing, and all of that. So hope you guys can come. It's going to be fun. I was just looking online for projectors because I think it'd be fun to have one in here. Just put like a sheet up in the back, but also I can project onto Toad from the outside and watch a movie. Now that I have good internet access, thanks to you guys, we can watch movies. Very excited about it. There's only 12 spots, so if you want to sign up, do it now and get your tickets. I always go to Montana in July, especially around the 4th, because it's just there's stuff happening. It's the most beautiful weather. Like Montana is the most beautiful place in like June, July, and August. It's so pretty. I'm excited. Okay, so I did not get to see a ton of flowers when I went to California, but my date was so sweet and he took me to these gardens and I got to see all the flowers. that totally made up for the trip. We had fun. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. My life is kind of shifting right now, so I'm gonna do one video a week and make it a little more produced. I'm really falling for the person I'm dating, so I'm looking into Airbnbs. Like, should I stay here for a while? It's gonna get very hot, like very, very hot, in the hundreds. So I will probably have to find an apartment of some kind. There's just a lot of changes happening. So I'm gonna update you guys soon, but I appreciate you guys watching. If you made it this far, write stealth camping down in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you loved it, share it with your friends. I'm gonna post new videos, new content on Wednesdays. I'm gonna do one really good video a week. Try that for a while, see how it goes. And I appreciate you guys. If you wanna see me on a more daily basis, check out my Instagram and my TikTok. I'll see you over there. Have a great week, guys, and we'll see you soon.